We have a quorum with Ms. Gonzalez and Mr. Torres being absent. We'll open the meeting by having a minute of silence that you can observe as you so choose. Thank you. If you now would stand for me and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you and welcome to the meeting. Looks like we're going to start off with the student report.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. We have some students from Wertheimer that will be presenting their science with life skills.
Hello, I'm the teacher at Wertheimer Middle School for Life Skills. I have the honor and privilege to teach 8 wonderful students. They're always willing and ready to learn, and they love doing science. We do a lot of hands-on science labs throughout the week to ensure that we learn the concepts that we're learning at the moment. Last week we were doing labs on chemical and physical changes, and they wanted to come tonight and present something to you and share something with you that they learned. I would like to introduce Bacola Agiai, Violeta Pauline, and Justin Quintanilla. He always says, I'm not Jose. Justin Quintanilla. Yes. So if y'all would go on up.
There you go.
And so what's in the bottle?
Vinegar and
Baking soda.
baking soda.
And baking soda. Okay, so they're gonna demonstrate for y'all what they learned. And so go ahead and y'all can flip the balloon.
Okay, show me what you got.
And hold on to the balloon.
Can put it in there like that. Is it going to blow up? Is it going to float the ceiling?
Oh, wow.
There it goes. There it goes. Oh.
We won. We beat them. We won.
Was that fun to learn? That was.
Well, good job. Very good job.
Well, how about if I say thank you for being here?
That was a lot of fun. Okay, we will. Four times. That's the herb back there. Oh, it's the principal right now.
Thank you so much. Now we have a few recognitions awards. Do you have anything, Dr. Randall?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. Recognitions awards. Anybody else? Well, I have several.
Okay.
National Merit Scholarship Program. Terry High School has a National Merit Commended Student, a National Merit Recognition Program student, and a National Merit Semifinalist. And George Ranch High School has 10 National Merit Commended students, 7 National Hispanic Recognition Program students, and 3 National Merit Semifinalists. Congratulations and very well done. And then Dr. Randall's been busy last month, too. I don't guess we're going to have it filmed tonight again?
No, sir.
Okay. Dr. Randall was one of a select group of superintendents from across the nation recognized in Washington, D.C. for his commitment to Lead Hire. The Lead Hire event hosted by Equal Opportunity Schools and the Jack Kent Cook Foundation recognized the educators for their work to increase the number of underrepresented students participating in advanced placement classes. So that was quite an honor. Also, he was selected to serve on the UIL Legislative Council. So congratulations, Dr. Randall. Thank you for representing the district. Oh, we had another one. Mark Consolidated High School Automotive Technology teacher George Dishman is one of only 44 instructors in the nation to be honored at the ASE Industry Education Alliance third annual instructor conference held in Concord, North Carolina. Congratulations there as well. So we get all kinds of good stuff. One other set of recognitions here. This is a board recognition of 3 of our elementary schools that received all available distinctive designations recently, and that happens to be Frost with Dr. Hood, Jane Long with Ms. Nels, and Taylor Ray with Mr. Perez. So the board has recognition certificates for each of your schools for doing such a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, introductions. Do we have any introductions this evening?
We do not, Mr. President.
Okay, audience and patrons.
There are none.
Thank you. All right, could I have a motion to approve the minutes of September 13th, 2016?
I move to approve the minutes of September 13th, 2016, the special meeting workshop.
Second to that?
I'll second it.
I do have one question.
Yes, ma'am?
On page 9, where it was stated that I asked if transportation was provided to various child care centers. I also had mentioned, my concern was the 6th grade campuses, and it's not portrayed in the minutes.
So you need to amend the minutes to add what?
Amend the minutes that ask that if transportation is provided to various child care centers and 6th grade campuses.
Could I get a second to that amendment?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. Go back to approving the minutes as amended.
Do I make a
Approving
motion?
the minutes as amended.
Yes, the motion will be to,
Yes. Motion
Approve
be
the
to
minutes
approve
as
the minutes as amended.
I'll make that motion to approve the minutes as amended.
Thank you. Second.
Second that again.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of September 15th, 2016 regular board meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the September 15th board meeting.
Second to that?
Second.
Any questions, discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There are none. Thank you. Reports from the board members?
I have one report.
Yes, ma'am.
We had our facilities meeting tonight, and there were 13 different items that was discussed, and I will try to be very brief. One was Carl Briscoe Brentley Elementary School. The building is approaching a complete dry-in. There have been up to 140 workers on site daily, and the crews are working weekends to ensure a time of completion. They have already begun meetings to coordinate furniture delivery, technology, and move-in activities, and the goal is to have everything ready and occupied January the 3rd. Kathleen Yeager, Lindsay Elementary School. Construction is progressing on schedule. The steel framing is approximately 80% complete. The site driveway paving is approximately 85% complete. Don Carter Elementary School, We will be receiving planning to bring the design development for the board approval in November. The Support Services Center, the cost estimate has been completed for the project and is being reviewed with the departments. Number 5 were the practice swimming pools at George Ranch, Foster, and Fulshire High School. The cost estimates are being updated for the projects. There's a plan to bring design development to the board for board approval in November. The baseball complex at Terry High School, there were meetings with the city of Rosenberg and to verify and confirm all the code requirements. The anticipated contract award schedule is for December of 2016. The band hall additions at Terry High School and Lamar Consolidated High School, cost estimates have been completed for each project, and the critical need at each school is for the group practice space in lieu of storage space. There were meetings with the band directors and the principals on this decision. Huggins Elementary, new parent drive and parking. Construction of 53 new parking spaces is nearly complete. The construction of the new parent driveway, the canopy, and the site lighting scheduled to begin next week. Chiller replacements, competitive seal proposals are due October 25th of 2016, and there is a plan to bring award recommendations to the board in November. This will cover 6 of the school sites: Wessendorf, Travis, Alternative Learning Center, Seguin, Frost, and Huggins. The HVAC web-based controls, there are 8 sites changing from the dial-up modem to the web-based controls. The Foster High School water plant upgrades. There are plans to add a new water well and storage tank to provide sufficient capacity for the 3 school campuses and the practice pool. The district-wide access controls, the order design contract will be on the board agenda for our approval. The engineers are defining all the scope of work for the district-wide access controls project. There were 2 project updates. Fulshire High School shell space will be on hold. They were previously reported as initiating the design phase, but review of the 2016 demographic reports shows that capacity is not needed until fall of 2019. And that's the brief description from me.
What's going on? Are there any other events?
Even though technology didn't have an official committee meeting this month, I do have a report, and I just want to do a couple highlights. For one, the interactive whiteboards Phase 2, which will include classroom and other locations, not including the first round, replacing failed boards and standardized campuses, should be on the agenda next month, so they'll be coming to us to approve Phase 2 of the interactive whiteboards. And a couple of updates. Last month, we approved the 6,000 iPads, which are now in the district, waiting for the teachers to choose what cases they want. As of this afternoon, they should have already done that, but it says. And once those cases arrive, they will barcode those and get them out to the campuses. And another little update that I thought was a member grow project where we sent home over the summer laptops with the children, pre-K and K kids. They said initial results showed that students in the program that maintained consistent activity in the Waterford throughout the summer not only avoided the summer slide, but continued to grow in numerous areas. So that shows that the program is working and even going further than what I think even they expected. So that's really good information. I know myself and Mr. Steenbergen, we went to the TASA-TASB convention downtown Houston, and it was always amazing. Everyone needs to go at least once, and you see other districts and other superintendents, but I think what's so exciting is the highlighting of the presidents of each TASA and of TASB. Their students come from their district, and this year correct me, there was, the TASA president was from up in the Panhandle, is that, or
No,
the TASB,
TASB.
ASB, that's right. And of a school district of 153 students, and over half of them, I think, were on the stage performing for us. They had to close the school down to get the kids to come. It was, and they were very, very good. So that was exciting. And then, of course, and it's always exciting to go to the Chamber of Commerce, and when they have the State of the District Address. And Dr. Randall, you continuously make us proud. I know you're excited about our district, and you always make the report so wonderful, and I know you're wanting to highlight us, but you make us look that good too. So I appreciate what you did that day. And last, I got to catch at the high school at Foster, between everything I've been doing, Peter and the Star Catcher, and it was an amazing little performance. It always excites me to see such talented students in our district, but not only that, what have we been in school 9 weeks, and these students gave a full production, and that's the dedication of the teachers and the administrators at those schools. And I know other schools are doing performances too that I haven't had a chance to see, but I did get to catch this one. So, thank you.
Ms. Kaminsky, you want to talk about the meeting with Senator Colcourt?
I'll let you talk about it.
I'll talk about several things. One was Senator Colcourt periodically hosts a roundtable for school board members, and it's always interesting to get together with the senator because of her great support for the schools. They had a great speaker there, Mr. Craybill, and we also heard him at TASA. And one of the things about TASB this year, I think every speaker we heard was helping to prepare for this next legislature. They seemed to be, every speaker there seemed to be on our side about the ABCDEF and the school vouchers. So it was really gratifying to hear them and hear how they're preparing to take on the legislature this next session. And Senator Colcourt has helped leading the charge for us, and really appreciate doing that. Some other things that happened in the district, the Arredondo Elementary Honor Society induction ceremony. That was a great ceremony to go to, where they inducted the 35 fourth graders and 15 fifth graders into the Elementary Honor Society. So that was a great event to be at. And then yesterday, Dr. Randall and I got to go down to, and Ms. Lane were down at Bowie Elementary School. They received a grant from Memorial Hermann for the Project Fit America program. And our next workshop with the board is going to be down there in the fitness area. We're going to try each other out down there. That was a great ceremony down there to watch that. Also, one other thing, the marching competition. If you didn't go to that,
Yes, I forgot about that.
That was
yeah, I forgot
that
about
was-
that. See, we're just good, busy.
yeah, it was busy month. That was really fun to watch, and I think Lamar stole the district trophy this year for the first time in a long time. So that was great to watch that. So that's all I have for the activities for the month. Anybody else have some more stuff? All right. Dr. Randall, you have anything to report?
Mr. President, the only thing that I will say is that you all covered a lot of the activities that are going on in the school district now, and I want to thank the board for your attendance. I know that no matter where we are in the district, we can look around and we'll see board members there, and so we really appreciate that, and appreciate you sharing that update.
Thank you very much. Well, as I told the folks out there, I said, that's where I get my paycheck every month, when we get to participate in these things. All right, action items. Let's establish our consent agenda. We'll start through this. A1, A2, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, B10, B11, B12, B13, B14, B15, B16, B17, B18, B19, B20, B21, B22, B23, B24, B25, C1. May I have a motion for the approval of consent agenda?
I'll make a motion for the approval for consent agenda.
Do I have a second with that? Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Thank you. The consent agenda is approved. And now we'll go to item 7, which are the donations to the district. Really good month of donations. John and Randolph Foster band parents donated $4,926.88 to purchase a vibraphone for Foster High School. An anonymous donor donated $5,000 to provide every child at Frost Elementary to receive a book at the book fair. Fantastic. Fulshire Athletic Booster Club donated $8,000 to purchase a run-through tunnel for the football team at Fulshire High School. Way to go, Fulshire. Mr. and Mrs. Samuel Levin donated $3,500 for a field trip for 7th graders at George Junior High School. Velasquez PTO donated $3,330 to be used for 3 teachers from Velasquez to attend the Ron Clark Academy. And the Dollar General Literacy Foundation awarded $4,000 grant to Wertheimer Middle School to purchase books and projects for boys in the boat. Again, thank you so much for those donations. Ms. Danziger, would you read the resolution that we just approved?
All right. All right. Whereas parent and family involvement in the lives of children is critical to their success, and whereas extensive research has shown parental involvement in education increases the likelihood of student success and is critical to students achieving high levels of academic achievement and performance, and whereas the objectives of Parent Involvement Week are to promote a greater knowledge of the efforts being made in the district to encourage parental involvement in education, to provide a greater awareness of the parent-family involvement activities and resources that are available to parents and families of school-aged children, and to promote a greater understanding of the responsibilities shared by parents, schools, and the community to ensure high student achievement. And whereas Parent Involvement Week will bring greater awareness of the importance of parent and family involvement in the schools, therefore, the Board of Trustees of the Lamar Consolidated Independent School District declares the week of November 14th through the 18th, 2016, to be Parent Involvement Week in Lamar Consolidated Independent School District.
Ms. Danziger. That completes the action items. In the informational items, do we have any issues, any discussion, questions? If the rest of the board has none, I had one, brought this up the other night about the Region 4 Maintenance and Operations Update. It had a lot of detail in there that generally the board doesn't need to know. So my question was, from Dr. Reynolds, do you recall, did you find out whether or not this was brought about by board action, voted on, or whether it was just a request for information that carried over?
Could not determine that, but actually the board, if these are brought forth at the request, and if the board would like for us to not provide that, we can certainly not do that.
Okay, my own opinion is we could get a summary of this activity at the time we approve the contract each year about the amount of activity going on. I don't think we need to have
See every little
this
detail.
amount of detail and save us 4 pages in a report and lots of data that we don't need to have. So if I could get a consensus from the board that we drop this report. Yes? All right, great. Thank you very much. Clean up some paperwork, and that, as I also said, that doesn't have a lot to do with the governance that we have the responsibility for, so I think that we can take that out. All right, no other discussion on the informational items? Questions?
We don't want to know about that.
All right, we have, I don't believe we have anything for closed session this evening. Are there any future agenda items? We're adding something at the end of this, upcoming meetings and events. I'm constantly surprised about how much is going on in the district. Some of it I hear about and some of it I don't. So what I'd like to do is a regular portion of this board meeting, one of the last things we do is talk about the stuff that's upcoming, and we may want to attend events and activities. And I'll give you a couple examples here. The George Ranch High School Senior Serve is Sunday, October the 23rd at 4 p.m., in case you didn't hear about that one. Also, the Foster High School Prograd Senior Serve, that's going to be October the 29th at 6:30. And if there are some other activities that either y'all or the staff have that you think we should be aware of and maybe participating in to a greater degree, I'd really like to have that. I
Well-
may not be prepared to do that tonight, but in future.
I had made a request that, I know there's performances going on at Lamar and maybe George Ranch this weekend, and if we could get an update or an alert of, so we can put on our calendar, because I know a lot of them are going on simultaneously, and it's kind of hard to reach all those.
Are most of those still included in the bordergram with,
It depends if the campuses included them on the district calendar or not. Some events are placed on the district calendar by the campuses. And
Okay.
so we can look at that and make sure that we're getting
There's
those
a
events
couple
on
of things I
that.
find out through Facebook and
Yeah,
not through
I
us.
really like to have more of those, because every once in a while I find out one, boy, I really would like to have attended that, but there's so much going on. And that would also help the board to pick and choose when we have times available. I know we got a lot of people at work, and those of us, myself and my board wife over here that are sort of retired, we can make a lot of these things, but it would be good if we can have them more complete each time, so we'll look forward to having that on our future agendas. If there's no further business to bring before this board, I call this meeting adjourned.
At 7:27.
Wow.
27.
The football